morning, all of you. I'm Barkha Shakir, and today I'm going to give a presentation on the topic Protective Effect of Geraniol against Ericoline Induced Toxicity in the third instar larva of transgenic Drosophila melanogaster HSP70 LAX-DPG9. So here I have used Ericoline, which is an alkaloid and is found in Erica nut or betel nut, which is the fruit of Erica palm, and geraniol, which is a monotopenoid and is a very important part of rose oil or palmarosa oil. It has that beautiful rose-like scent. That's why it's used in perfumes and cosmetic products. So I have studied here the protective or the effect of geraniol against ericoline-induced toxicity. So for this, we have used Drosophila melanogaster, which is a transgenic strain, and it expresses the beta galactosidase as a response to stress in this present study. So in this strain, the transformation vectors is inserted with a P element that is the line contained with wild type HSP70 sequence up to LAG-Z fusion point. And then here what we did is we prepared a special diet which was made up of agar, cornmeal, sugar, yeast, and we maintained the temperature for 24 to 25 degrees Celsius. In that diet, we added the highest dose of vericolin, which is 80 micromole, and also various doses of geraniol, that is 10, 20, 30 and 40 micromole of geraniol. And after preparing the diet, we allowed the third instar larva to feed upon it for 24 hours. And after 24 hours, we took those larvae, cleaned them with phosphate buffer solution and prepared the homogenate. And after preparing the homogenate, we performed various assays like antioxidative assays, ONPG assay, Japan blue, glutathione content to detect GST activity as well as SOD activity, catalase, lipid peroxidation assay, protein carbonyl content as well as caspases to detect apoptosis. We also performed the various assays to detect any kind of apoptotic activity in the midgut cells of larva as well as imaginal disc, and to detect the DNA damage we perform comet assay as well as molecular docking. So here you can see that the beta galactosidase activity is reducing as the dose of geraniol is increasing, as you can compare with the activity which is highest in the ericoline treated larva. Here you can see the larva exposed to the highest dose of geraniol is showing complete damage in the whole gut, while the damage is reducing as the geraniol dose is increasing. And to cross check, we also performed a trypanoside exclusion test. You can see that the highest dose treatment of ericoline leads to complete damage in whole gut as well as salivary glands, proventriculus till the hind gut, while the larva exposed to the highest dose of geraniol shows a marked decline in the tissue damage in third instar larva. You can see here. These are the replicates. So this is, here you can see that the trypan blue scoring is reducing as the dose of geraniol is increasing. The free radical scavenging activity and superoxide anion scavenging activity is increasing as the geraniol dose is increasing. Here you can see that glutathione activity is increasing in a dose dependent manner, while glutathione S transferase activity, superoxide dismutase and the catalase, they all are reducing in dose dependent manner. The activity of lipid peroxidation and protein carbonyl content are reducing, while acetylcholinease activity is increasing. On the other hand, you can see marked decline in monoamine oxidases as the dose of geraniol is increasing. There was quite marked incline or you can say increase in LRD activity and decrease in caspases activity, both caspase 9 and caspase 3 in dose dependent manner. Here you can see that apoptosis, which is high in the midgut cells of larvae exposed to ericoline, while these red cells are apoptotic cells, while the green cells are they are the live cells, and this apoptosis is reducing as the geraniol dose is increasing in dose dependent manner. So this is the apoptotic index, which is showing reduction in apoptosis in dose dependent manner. So we also perform actinium orange staining test in imaginal disc, and we found that these green apoptotic cells are quite high in ericoline treated imaginal disc of larva, and these apoptotic cells are reducing as the dose of geraniol is increasing. To detect any kind of DNA damage, we perform Comet assay, and we can see that eribulin treated cells, they have a very long Comet tail length, and which is quite visible. But when the geraniol dose are increasing, you can see the tail length are reducing. And when we measure the Comet tail length, it shows marked decline in the tail length in dose dependent manner. We also performed molecular docking, and we found that here you can see that how this geraniol, how this ericoline is attached with the DNA. And when the geraniol treatment was given, this geraniol comes in between this ericoline and DNA, acting as a barrier, creating hindrance, and thus increasing the bond length of ericoline and DNA from 3.4 or 2.9 angstrom to 5.8 to and 3.7 angstrom. This shows that yes, geraniol is showing protective effect against ericoline induced DNA damage as well. We can say that when ericoline treatment is given, there is marked increase in reactive oxygen species and reactive nitrogen species, which leads to tissue damage, apoptosis, and imbalance in antioxidant enzyme defense system. But when the geraniol treatment is given, all these activities, all these imbalance reduces, as well as the oxidative stress, tissue damage, apoptosis, and DNA damage, it also reduces. So with this, we can conclude that the exposure of ericoline to third star larva increases the oxidative stress as well as imbalance in biochemical enzyme. While when the geraniol treatment was given, it increases this improvement in various biochemical enzymes as well as reduction in oxidative stress, tissue damage, apoptosis, DNA damage, and this shows that geraniol reduces the toxicity of ericoline. Thank you.